What's up, guys? It's your boy Vic. All right, I'm out doing some RE work today, walking apartment buildings and stuff, but I wanted to make sure to do this for you. This is important. So there's three main skills that you got to master as it relates to being a real estate investor and a top real estate investor. I'm not talking about some dude who has great credit, that your only skill is credit and money. You need a skill. That's not a skill. Those are assets that you have access to. So if you don't have those access, and if you have them, I would suggest you use them little as possible moving into whatever it is that you're doing, because you won't gain these skills. You need three main skills. You master these three things, you're always going to win as a real estate investor. Number one skill you got to have, you got to know how to negotiate. You have to be able to ask the right questions, talk to people, have a conversation with them about where they are, what their needs are, why they want to do what they're doing. Is this the best thing for you? Is this the best thing for them? And meet somewhere in the middle of that. Get all that information out. And I got a way to go about doing that, but we'll go through that later. So the number two skill that you must master, you have to master this skill. If not, you can't succeed at it. You have to know how to sell. You got to sell people on an idea. Selling is no more than influence and persuasion. That's it. Selling itself is not sales. Like people, I was just talking to my son Aaron about this yesterday. He was talking about selling and sales because he's great at sales. And I was like, dude, selling is a do thing. Selling is an action. It's not what you sell, it's the skill set around it. So again, selling is getting somebody to understand what they're doing. It's educating them, giving them the information, giving them all the options, giving them all that stuff. And then the last skill that you really need to master, number three, is closing. You got to be able to close somebody. You got to be able to get them from negotiating and talking about it, sell them on the idea to say, hey, here's the best option for you, man. Let's move forward with that. And then get them to sign on the dotted line and move forward with you. Closing is a separate skill. Selling is its own skill. Closing is its own skill. Negotiating is its own skill. All of those things have to work together. Because let's say you got a $700,000 or $800,000 property. Let's say it's a single family house, whatever. We'll keep it simple. And we'll do apartment building sales, negotiation, and closing later, right? In that conversation. That's a little different. But let's say they want to sell. It's an $800,000 home. I like to do pretty houses, so the subject to stuff, that's the majority of my house business. You got to know how to negotiate with somebody who says, look, I owe $600,000, and property's worth $800,000. We need $150,000 to make this thing go. We'll leave some meat on the bone for you, but we have to go. This is a second home for us. We live someplace else. It's been on the market for 8 months. It has not sold. We saw your marketing. We talked to a friend of ours and said you're the guy to go to do that. What are your thoughts? Man, if you can't negotiate, if you can't sell, and you can't close that deal, you ain't gonna get that deal. They want 150 grand. How are you going to negotiate that? How are you going to situate that? Can you sell them on the idea like, hey, look, maybe you don't need 150 grand. What do you actually need? So I can get a better idea of what you need. What's the reason why you can't take less than that? Where can we go from that? Let's say they say, I need 150 grand because we're going to put 10% down on a $1.5 million home in Vegas. All right. Why haven't you done this already? What are you going to do if you can't sell this and can't get that money out of there? How are you going to get that home? Did you already sign on the loan? What are you doing right now? Like, that's a process. That doesn't work if you're just like all dumb and you're like, yeah, I'm going to buy this property. It's a good deal. You're going to be stuck with a house, right? It already didn't sell for someone else, so why is it going to sell for you? Now you use your cash and your credit without your creativity, and you put yourself and your family and your finances at risk. Like, you got to know how to structure these deals. And if you don't know how to structure these deals against someone like myself or my team that's out there looking for deals for us and the people that I've trained in the past, man, you're not going to get that deal. And if you do, we are going to be following up with you to find out how it's going, and we may be the next best source for you. So you use this video to understand the three skills that you have to really master. And I can help you do that. You can go to somebody else to do that, whatever. But they're negotiation, selling, and closing. Negotiation, that's fact finding. You got to figure out what they need and what you can provide and meet somewhere in the middle of that. And it's not win-win. I'm just gonna bust that myth. Negotiation has never been win-win. It's I win, you accept what's left, you make sense of what's there, whatever the case may be. So all those people out there selling you negotiation courses saying it's win-win, I can tell you they're just selling you a course to make you feel good, but in the end, it's never win-win. You never get what you want. All right, not against somebody who's skilled. So the other thing, selling. You got to know how to sell. Selling is just influence and persuasion. You got to know how to influence and persuade people to get to the next place for either doing what you need them to do, them getting what they want out of the situation, showing them all the information to let them see that this is the best option for them and the only option for them. If it wasn't the only option for them at the time, they wouldn't be talking to you. They'd be talking to somebody else, right? You got to point that out. And then last but not least, you got to close them. You got to get them to sign on the dotted line, commit. You got to get them to commit something. When they sign a contract with you, that's the same as putting money in your pocket, because that contract is it's for the property. It's valuable, right? That's an asset for you. It's capital now. So I hope that thing helps you guys. Look, just remember, 3 main skills to being a top-notch real estate investor, no matter what the asset, whether it's houses, whether it's apartment buildings, whether it's shopping centers and commercial stuff, whether it's industrial, warehouse, farmland, whether it's development property, whatever it is that you do. If you can't negotiate, you can't sell, and you can't close, you will be broke. So, all right, man, I love you guys. You guys have a great day today. If you need anything, if somebody needs to hear this, share this video with them. Let them know I'm available. If you need something from me, you need help with anything, hit me up, leave me a comment, share, like, and repost this video. I'd appreciate it. All right, man, I'll keep doing stuff for you guys. If you guys have questions, hit me up and I'll make videos about them. All right, man, it's your boy Victor Bell saying to your wins. Let's get this thing, man. Go out there and hit it.